Hunt bullets for Harpers Ferry 1807 Flintlock pistol. William Hovey Smith, 2025. This is Hovey Smith, the Backyard Sportsman. And today we're going to start on working up loads for Harpers Ferry 1807. This is perhaps the most handsome pistol ever produced for the U.S. military, and I purchased it years ago, and its mainspring failed. Consequently, I had to recently put in a new lock, and we have a video up on that so you can watch how I did it. A new lock for Harpers Ferry 1807. William Hovey Smith, 2025. But now what I'm doing is we're going to hunt with this gun this year. Now this gun does not have the benefit of a rear sight, and it has a relatively short barrel for many muzzleloaders, but this is what we've got to work with. It is .58 caliber. Using the Billy Joe Rubidoux principle of taking what you got and making what you need, well, we have some interesting things to try out. And we are going to start off with a .54 caliber ball and a fairly heavy patch, and 60 grains of triple FG powder. And we have 3 different sizes of .54 caliber power belt, more or less, bullets. These two are trademark power belt, and this one is a black belt bullet, the variety that preceded it, and then we have a .54 caliber round ball, which is going to take a heavy lubricated patch. Now that you can work up fairly easily. Now, so far as these are concerned, what we're going to do is wrap them, and we're going to try them in with lubricated paper, and we're going to try them with aluminum foil here. And these, hopefully, will give reasonable results so I can take game and shoot it at 25 yards and have a reasonable chance of making a killing shot. I prefer the elongate heavier bullets. The reason is this ensures better combustion of the powder. The round balls will enter, but if it strikes a rib on an edge, it'll not go straight through. It'll rattle around in there somewhere and may or may not get deep enough penetration to actually quickly kill the animal. One never can tell. These elongate bullets, pure lead with good expansion capabilities, will deeply penetrate, or penetrate more deeply, but still nonetheless expand, and most significantly do so in a more nearly straight line. So that is what we're going to try out with this pistol. Teaching self-reliance, mental, physical, and financial, is what I'm all about. And my latest iteration is my book, Using AI to Make Your Own Job Anytime, Anywhere, at any age. And uniquely, it tells you how to come up with an original job idea, and then how to start your own business in the U.S., and even how to write a book if what you're selling is knowledge and personal experience and not something you've made. In my last video, I mentioned to you Karen and Michael Kilgore. The Reverend Kilgore used to be the chaplain at San Quentin, and he is helping troubled youths, while his wife will do anything you need to get your book out there, including going all the way with you and taking it from idea to a finished published book in 90 days. And there are other alternatives on how to do these kind of creative things. What I do is, in the case of fiction books, I'll oftentimes write a screenplay. Then I'll write the book, and then I'll write a better screenplay. Well, if you have that better screenplay now, I'd like to give you a new source. And that is Thursday Night Writes. And it is run by a fellow by the name of Jacob Kruger. Kruger. Now, Kruger is approximately a decade younger than I am. He is very physically fit. He much enjoys running around the country. He's got a travel van he lives in. Once a week on Thursday, you can join a video call with him live. And this enables you to hear what he has to say. Now, this is a guy who sold many movies. His real specialty is taking a good movie and making an outstanding movie out of it. One that a producer might actually buy. And he has a course along this line. And I'll give you references, as I usually do at the end, about how to contact him. This particular Thursday Night Writes, he is going to talk about revising your screenplay. So you've got a screenplay. Screenplays go under constant revision until the movie is actually made. And then sometimes they don't even quit. Or maybe you have a screenplay and you were thinking about it in one direction, and actually it needs to go in another. Perhaps your screenplay is altogether too expensive to make a feature film these days. Studios are cutting back on their costs, and it's very difficult to sell an expensive film right now. But what about if your screenplay became an animated film rather than a studio version? The animation could go. And then if your animation became popular, you might be able to actually sell your big ticket screenplay. But now, this is Hovey Smith, reminding you to hunt what you eat and eat what you hunt. Be legal, be ethical, be safe. Goodbye, God bless, and see you next time.